Have you ever caught yourself talking to yourself, maybe out loud, maybe in your head, and immediately thought, wow, I'm kind of weird? Well, here's something you probably never expected to hear. Talking to yourself might actually be one of the smartest things you can do. And today, I'm going to show you why this simple, almost instinctive habit can boost your memory, sharpen your focus, and dramatically improve your emotional control. Before we dive in, if you love learning how your mind works on a deeper level, make sure to subscribe to Mindcast EDU. One click helps this channel grow and helps you keep growing too. All right, let's get into the real science. Most people think inner dialogue is just overthinking or rambling, but in reality, humans developed inner speech as a form of self-guidance. The moment you start talking to yourself, out loud or silently, you're doing something powerful. You're activating your brain's executive control system. That's the part responsible for organizing thoughts, making better decisions, and staying focused. When children learn, they talk themselves through tasks. Put this here. No, not that. Okay, now do this. And as they grow up, this external voice becomes an internal one. Psychologists call it private speech, and it's one of the earliest signs of developing intelligence. But adults forget its purpose. We stop using it intentionally. Yet the brain never loses this tool. It just waits for us to pick it back up. Talking to yourself is basically your brain's way of creating clarity. When you speak out loud, your thoughts slow down. You separate ideas instead of letting them swirl around in one messy cloud. You convert emotion-driven thoughts into structured language, and your brain understands language better than vague feelings. That's why saying something out loud suddenly makes it make sense. You're turning noise into instructions. There's also the memory boost effect. Studies show that when you say something out loud, like reading instructions, naming an object, repeating a task, you recall it better because your brain processes it twice, once when you think it and again when you hear it. This double processing strengthens neural pathways. That's why athletes, performers, surgeons, even pilots talk through tasks out loud to avoid mistakes. They're not being dramatic, they're using a cognitive advantage. Talking to yourself also improves focus. When your mind wanders, inner speech acts like a shepherd. It guides your attention back. Think of the last time you were trying to finish something and you whispered, "Okay, focus, come on, just get this done." That's your brain using self-directed language to regain control. It's the equivalent of coaching yourself in real time. And then there's emotional regulation. This is where self-talk becomes a superpower. When something stressful happens, your brain floods with emotion. But when you talk to yourself, especially in third person, like saying, "Okay, you're frustrated, but breathe," or "You can handle this," you shift into observer mode. This tiny switch creates psychological distance. Suddenly, instead of drowning in the feeling, you step outside of it. This activates your prefrontal cortex, the logical part of the brain, and calms the amygdala, the emotional alarm system. That's why saying, "I'm panicking," makes you panic more, but saying, "You're panicking," and "it's okay," makes you relax. Your brain responds to your own voice the way a child responds to a parent, with direction and comfort. But here's the catch. Your brain listens to everything you say, even your inner dialogue. And most people talk to themselves in the harshest, most negative way possible. You say things to yourself you would never say to someone else. "I'm so stupid. I always mess up. I can't do anything right." This type of speech wires your brain in the wrong direction. It strengthens the identity you're trying to get rid of. So how do you actually use self-talk in the smart way? First, switch from emotional language to instructional language. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "Okay, step 1 is..." Your brain follows instructions faster than it resists emotion. Second, try third-person self-talk. "You can do this. You've been here before. You're going to be okay." This creates distance, lowers anxiety, and boosts confidence. Third, use self-talk to interrupt spirals. When your mind starts running, say out loud, "Stop. This is not useful." It sounds simple, but hearing your own voice breaks the loop.
Fourth, use self-talk to set intentions. Say things like, "Today I'm focusing on progress, not perfection." Your brain treats spoken intentions like a plan to execute. Fifth, use it to build identity. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to be healthy," say, "I'm someone who takes care of myself." Language shapes identity. Identity shapes behavior. Here's something even more fascinating. Your brain treats your own voice as a trusted authority. Even if you're not confident, the moment you say something out loud, your brain takes it seriously. That's why self-talk can rewire beliefs. When repeated consistently, your voice becomes your evidence. Talking to yourself doesn't make you crazy. It makes you conscious. It makes your thinking visible. It gives shape to emotions that otherwise stay tangled. It converts fear into direction. It organizes chaos. It grounds you when you're overwhelmed. It strengthens you when you're anxious. Most people let their inner voice run automatically, and that's dangerous because an untrained inner voice becomes your worst critic. But a trained inner voice becomes your greatest tool. And the beautiful part is, you can train it anytime. You can start today. So the next time you catch yourself talking to yourself, don't feel embarrassed, feel proud. You're using one of the brain's most underrated strengths. And the more intentional you become with that voice, the more powerful it becomes, because it shapes how you think, how you feel, and who you become. If this helped you understand your mind in a new way, make sure to subscribe to Mindcast EDU for more science-backed videos that help you become the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.